fliko.
Good morning, hello. Good morning, hello. Good morning, hello, hello, hello. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, how are you doing today? My name is Kenneth Instrumentals. Some people call me Kenny Beats. Some people call me Ken. The thing is, today you're going to call me Judge. This is our first back. We are having a beat, and we're having it right now. Would you like to know what your sample for today is? This is your sample for the first beat back. This is a Guitar Center in Nashville. Yep, that's it. This is your sample for today. This is a Guitar Center in Nashville. That's right. That is your sample for today. That is the sample for today. Rule for today, new producers only. New producers only. If you've won in the past, new producers only. But how about this? If you didn't win number one, welcome back. If you've won a number one, you are not allowed in. Who wants to hear the gifts for today? Gift number 10, Auto-Tune Unlimited for 6 months. Number 9, Serato Sampler. What a plugin. Unbelievable. 8th place for today. It's getting spicy. $100 from drumbroker.com. Let's make some noise. Everybody who gets played on the stream today is winning a gift. Besides the wild card, no offense. Number 7, XO from XLN Audio, a $200 plugin. It's getting spicier. Number 6 today, the Eventide Split EQ. Shout out to Eventide. Well, that's number 6. Number 5 for today, Sound Toys Decapitator, $200 plugin. Number 5, that's gift number 5 is Sound Toys. Number 4 is the Prince from Frank Dukes and Cradle Audio, one of the most fire synths in the world right now. Number 3 is Auto-Tune Unlimited for 1 year. That's every single plugin that Antares make for 1 whole year. Number 2 for today, it's getting spicy, H9 plugin series bundle. That's an $1,100 plugin bundle. $1,100 worth of plugins. And first place today, can you remember what it is? Isotope RX10 Advanced. A $1,200 plugin. These are the winners for today. We're going to start at number 10, and we're going to work our way back. Number 10 today, Hey Pale Blue. First beat in a minute. Let's get it. Like a loading screen in Age of Empires. I have this feeling in my chest that I haven't had for months, and I never realized it's a feeling I only get from battles whenever I'm proud of someone but I hate them at the same time. The first half of that felt like Zed made a Game of Thrones preset pack for Silence, and then in the latter half, the drums were pretty hard, but I think this is a little bit of a mind game here, because the first beat or the first, I'm thinking of them as two beats kind of. The first half of the beat was so ass that when those drums came in, it made you sound like a genius. Because the second half of the beat was, on a regular day, like a 6. But when you put it next to like the Lego Age of Empires intro, it really smacks. So this is a little thing that we like to call arrangement, and how a great arrangement can really take sections of your music above and beyond. We all know what the good section of this beat was, but I think because the intro section was such a weird fucking choice to have, like, it almost felt like it'd be like a theme song for an animated show about like Vikings, and then the second half felt like a trap beat in a Dell computer commercial. But the thing about those drums is when they hit, you're like, oh man, I never knew it was gonna go here. So Pale Blue, you know what? I don't know really how to feel about it overall. Like we're about to like conquer a village. We're about to pillage a new town. Pale Blue said they produced on the Dell computer. I knew I could hear it. I could hear the sound card. Let's just keep going. Pale Blue, shout out to you. Number 9 for today is KAJE, K-A-J-E. We're back, baby. Someone said this sounds like the NFL Network. Yeah, this is bad. That shit sounds like what a headache feels like. You put some shit on top of the sample, but it didn't help. Pale Blue, you're looking like a goddamn genius right now. KAJE, I don't know. There was something just stressful about that the whole way through. Felt like I was trying to listen to somebody's sound click through a beehive. It just had this like foggy, muddy, noisy thing to it. I know we're in spooky season, but that's not. Let's just keep it going. CASTA up next. CASTA up next. You know what's funny is sometimes you listen to old beats, or you listen to like stuff that producers did in like a classic era, and you're like, oh man, why hasn't someone brought that back? Like certain drum patterns or certain, just, you know what I mean, classic things that producers do, and you're like, man, well, I wonder why someone hasn't done that in a hit in a long time. You know what? Nobody ever wanted to come back? The fucking G-Unit organ. Please, God, tell me you didn't think that the whole chat was about to go up when they heard fucking 50 Cent organ preset 5. That made me feel like I was in a Foot Locker. What the fuck? Someone said that this shit sounds like walking in a pair of K-Swiss shoes feels. The bass does sound good, but that K-Swiss shit is so accurate. Why is that so accurate? Someone said this is the soundtrack to getting caught wearing fake Jordans. Somebody in the chat said Air Jordan wristband type beat. Hey, why did we all want to wear wristbands when we were younger? Nobody in the league wore wristbands. Why did, bro, that was such a scam. I would be at Foot Locker pressed if I couldn't get the headbands and the wristbands that matched my sneakers. But for what? Hey, when in your life did you ever need to go like this? Oh, okay, I'm ready to play now. Like, that was gonna fix it? I used to have a drawer, my underwear drawer had all my wristbands in it. I had so many. What a scam. Let's keep it going. Next up, Coca-Cola Classic. Is this the person who's always in the chat like Coca-Cola remembers? I swear I saw you in the chat the other day being like, Coca-Cola knows. Or some shit like that. Oh, there it is. Cola listens. That's such a scary thing to write in the chat. And also just naming yourself Coca-Cola Classic with all correct uppercase letters. Weird vibe. Anyway. Winner. Winner for today. Winner for today. Big Soda is taking hold. I guess Cola really does listen. Chat is saying that shit sounds like Quavo's ringtone, but honestly, I think that's the most impressive thing we've heard today so far. I wish that it had a little more variety. I wish there was a little more of an arrangement to it, but the feel of it, the sound selection, might be the most impressive of the day. Coca-Cola Classic with another one. Coca-Cola. Staying in first place for right now. Next up, Chrono, big legend from the Discord. Chrono, how are we feeling? Let's go. It's giving Pusha T Arby's so far. About music is sometimes it's really obvious to understand what people are trying to say. Sometimes people make something and you can just take it for face value and you know what I mean, you can relate to it or not. The thing with this, Chrono, is I'm just wondering why you're trying to tell me that Two-A-Day Tuesdays is back at TGI Fridays, because that shit is really feels like an advert for like a buffalo chicken tender that I don't want. I like some of the drum feel. I like some of the sound choice. I think that one, ooh, whatever that sample thing is, repeating over and over like that, it's not strong enough to hold the weight. Next up, Grown Boy Child. Let's go. I need to hear something crazy today. In all seriousness, we need something to shock us. Come on. Where's the sample? Not hearing the sample at all, and that weird little solo at the end threw me off too. There's things I could say about that beat, but I don't know if I want to get too into it because I didn't hear any of the sample usage, which even if you made that whole beat today, you're not following the template. The following melody, someone said, is what's taken from the sample. Felt good. It felt really good right here. I could see a world, like immediately I can just hear Russ talking about how no one helped him type beat. I wonder if you made that today. Either way, I like some of the guitar playing on it. I like some of the feel. I feel like with your hi-hat, you could be doing some stuff with the velocity of it. Even if you're just doing a straight pattern like that, that just makes it kind of blend a little bit better with the instruments. It kind of feels like you have this straight, loud hi-hat on top of a lot of different musicianship that has a lot of feel to it and a lot of kind of groove to it. I would say even when you're programming drums against stuff that you've played that's a little unquantized or imperfect, your drums should kind of match the feel. Your sound choice can all match, even if your sound choice are all from completely different areas. That means if you take a really electronic song, a really electronic sound with a really acoustic sounding one shot or instrument or sample or whatever it is, you can still make sure that they all kind of work together. And I think that beat has a couple different things about it that I might have done differently if I made it. But I do think one thing that everybody can learn from is just trying to go through all the stuff you use, whether it's things you're going to play and record or things that you're going to pick from in your sample library, and try to see what works the best. So try 5 hi-hats, see which one just feels like it fits in the best. And then with the hi-hat, try a couple different things with the pattern. Try to swing the whole pattern. If it's quantized, try to put it a little late, a little early, see how it feels either way. If not, try to take some of the different hi-hat hits and make them quieter and louder, so there has a little bit more feel to it and it feels a little bit more natural, because you have so much bass playing and guitar playing and other stuff that has feel to it. So try to give your programming some feel. Velocity is your friend, swing is your friend. Doesn't mean quantizing isn't your friend. It's just once you quantize something, it's like, what do you do with it? Because I think just making something loud and having to do the right pattern and then just throwing it in whenever there's so much more subtlety and nuance to some of the instruments you played, I think the programming deserves the same amount of accountability. You know what I mean? You should be as worried about the feel of your programming as the feel of your playing. Either way, Grown Boy Child, I like that one. I'm going to put you in second place for right now. Next up, KEANUBORN. Russian kid in the chat, Russian kid. hate to say it, that's first place for today, folks.
All right.
That's first place for today, folks. That is first place for today, folks. I love it. I love it. I love it. I feel like it's the biggest risk of today. I love the chords and the harmony of it. I love how weird some of the sounds are in it. It feels random, but it feels emotional. Someone said, no, it literally isn't. Oh, wait, I forgot to play your... Oh, you're not in the top 10. Oh. We're giving it number one. We're giving it number one for right now. Keanu, I don't really have many notes for you other than I wish it evolved a little bit. I say that to a lot of people. I say it all the time. I wish that more things happened, just so I could see more where your mind went. I know we only gave you a minute, so some of that is our fault. And on a song like that, it might feel good to leave just that pattern for over a minute by itself before it turns into something else. So I can understand that, but I love it. I love the feel of it. It makes me happy. There's just something about it. Next up, RUXIERUXIE. Let's get it. Whoa. Where's the sample? Shit sounds like the biggest sale JCPenney has ever had at Christmas time in the history of the store. So you're giving, yeah, it's giving Christmas. It's giving a big Christmas vibe. I don't know if that's just a sample, that piano or some of that guitar playing. If it's played, it's beautiful playing. If it's sampling, it's great sampling. Definitely can't hear anything to do with the sample. I see you saying that it's layered throughout it. Putting the sample in the beat minus 50 dB is technically putting the sample in there, but it's not integral, or it's not integral to what actually we're hearing with those chords and with the drums and everything. You're not really hearing the sample anywhere. But Merry Christmas, you know what I mean? It's got a nice feeling to it. I think for today, it's definitely better than a lot of things we heard, but it's not really exercising what we're trying to do here, and that is flipping the sample. Let's keep it moving. SMTHNGOOD. Whoa. Anything from me, but you are a talented person. I got no advice for you. Oh my goodness. Sample usage was great. The feel of it was amazing. The mix was great. It kept you interested the entire time, to say the least. It felt like a minute went by in a way quicker amount of time. Unbelievable. Someone said SMTHNGOOD. It's two people. It might be two people either way. Oh, it's Something Good. Their name is Something Good, not SMTHNGOOD. Okay, Something Good. I was making it sound like it's like an old, like a meat store. Like it's like a butcher in London or some shit. SMTHNGOODs. So sick, so sick. That's first place for today, unless this one beats it. TODDCHAMP, let's get it. Todd, very impressive beat, but I will say, mix-wise, unbelievably impressive. Just from the second it comes in. Feels so wide, it feels so full. It feels not just professional, but it feels very like specific. It feels like you've got your own thing going on, Todd. Very, very, very impressive. So many layers in there that work so well together, but also have like their own space in the stereo field kind of thing, you know? Really impressive, Todd. I kind of want to just give Todd the number one, but Something Good had a real crazy level of musicality. Jeez. Todd, you're a fucking genius, and you clearly have an unbelievable creative mind, production mind, engineering mind. But I think today, Something Good just came with a little bit of weirdness and spontaneity that, for me personally as a judge, sometimes gives me more of a feeling than even any great mix could or anything super professional could. There's something about this that, because it's so sloppy and weird and all over the place, but also, I don't know, there's something about Something Good. Fuck it. Something Good, number one for today. This is our top 10. This is our top 10. This is our top 10 for today. Something Good, number one. TODDCHAMP, number two. KEANUBORN, number three. Coca-Cola Classic, number four. Grown Boy Child, number five. HEYPALEBLUE, number six. RUXIERUXIE, number seven. CASTA, number eight. CHRONOPHOBIA, number nine. And KAJE, number 10 for today. That is the final list. We are going to follow tradition, and we are going to play our first wild card in many months. This is the person who got the least amount of votes today. And that person is, And on that note, I've never been more disappointed in the chat than I am right in this current second. Before we get out of here, let's just put a W in the chat for Fliko having something to edit for the first time in 4 months. Fliko, have at it. That is the beat battle for today. It will be on Fliko's channel within the next 45 seconds. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the new drop that we have right now on Don'tOverthinkShit.com. This hoodie and a lot of other new items are on Don'tOverthinkShit.com right now.